Look at it, it's obnoxious. It looks like Johnny 5 has had a baby with some kind of killbot. And I love it. I think that's fantastic. Equine Reiki healing. I hate to be a cynic. What's up, Lube Tube? Guess what I'm riding? That's right, it's an MT-10. This is a bike I've been very excited about taking out for a ride. It's Yamaha's newest addition to the family. It's basically an R1 that's been stripped down and street fightered, turned into a sort of a roadster basically. So it's a naked R1. It's been detuned. It's I believe it's like 160 horsepower, and I have to say the ergonomics are really quite different. It's much more upright. It's very tall. I can only just put both feet down at the same time, which I'm not used to. I'm kind of on tiptoes, and I'm not a short guy, and my jeans aren't that tight. You're very high up. I can see you know, the roofs of all the cars coming past, which is quite nice actually. It's not too wide, certainly able to shift a bit, and I'm not sure what that free play is. There's quite a lot of free play going forward in the throttle, and I'm not sure what that's for. On my bike I can disengage the cruise control with that. Perhaps that's the same with this. I know this bike comes with cruise control. The wind protection is, you know, minimal, but okay for what you got. You know, you don't expect a great deal of wind protection on a naked bike. It's not what you buy them for. Yeah, there's quite a lot of intrusion in the electronics at the moment. I can feel that as I'm opening up the throttle. I'm in 4th at the moment, doing 40, and if I rip the throttle open, it's going no. Let's not do that. And if I were to take the intrusion off, take it out of mode 3, traction control 3, I imagine I'd be lifting the front up somewhat. It's a lot more intrusive than the S1000R, and I mean that's the only bike that I can really compare this to. I don't have a quick shifter on this. Brakes are not all that, to be really honest. I'm not too impressed with the brakes. They don't have a great deal of initial bite. Oop. Sorry, I wasn't bibbing you. It's a new bike. There we go. Perfect. This is when I go past a copper. I am sticking to the speed limit, I promise, officer. It just looks faster. Trail brake around there. Yeah, as far as kind of cornering is concerned, spot on. Do I like this bike? Initially, yeah, I'd say I do. Do I like the brakes? Definitely not. They're like the brakes on my Honda, basically, which just weren't good enough, I don't think. Well, everyone stopped. Oh, right, okay, it's a big bloody lorry. Stopped in the middle of an A road. That's good, isn't it? Slow clap for the lorry driver. Yeah, she's nice in the corners. It is comfortable. And I suppose that's what it's meant to be. It's not meant to be, you know, a mental bike, you know. It is a mental bike, but it's not meant to be, you know, it's not trying to sell itself as a track bike or as a super sport. It's a super naked. So this guy on his bicycle is probably going to be going faster than the traffic. He's probably going to overtake me in a minute. Oh, I'd say also, it's worth mentioning, the mirrors are fantastic if you like looking at your elbows. And I've actually seen my elbows before, so I don't really need to do that. I'd rather have some mirrors that I could see what was happening behind me with. So then I'm going to find somewhere to pull over and do a quick walk around on the bike. So let's find somewhere to stop. Okay, so obviously she's got a chain as a final drive, stock exhaust, a nice modern swing arm, Nissan brakes on the back, and I don't know, no name brakes at the front. That's just not good enough. Honestly, I don't think that's good enough. Battle axe tyres as well. Yeah, I'm not impressed with the tyres, not impressed with the brakes. Suspension seems okay on it. It's got quite a hard seat. As far as the front is concerned, I mean, it looks like something a 10-year-old would design. Yeah, it's a real shame about those brakes. And the seat is uncomfortably hard. I'd want to put something softer on it. This is hideous. You'd really want to get rid of that as well, wouldn't you? You'd want a tail tidy. Stick a little number plate on it. Other than that, it's actually a pretty decent ride. So, you know, it's a fun bike. It is a fun bike. I'm going to stick it in a slightly more aggressive mode. I like the sound it makes when it starts up. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. Mode B. Not trying to hold me back so much. Yeah, I definitely think my bottom has been spoilt by the R1200R and the Honda, because they're both very comfortable. Like, the seats on them are both like really plush and squishy and comfortable. They're lovely to sit on for quite long periods of time, whereas these super nakeds just aren't. I mean, it's alright for, you know, a short ride like this. It's fine. If you wanted to do like my commute for 4 days to and from, yeah, you're gonna want something more comfortable. The finish on it is not that great as well on the end of the cables and stuff. I don't know, it's just some exposed bits that I don't think should be. I don't know if that's because someone's tinkered with it and not put it back properly, or what the crack is there. It doesn't feel as refined as the S1000R. I can't remember who it was that described the S1000R as being really clinical and over precise, which I think is unfair. It's stiff, which this isn't. This doesn't feel stiff in the same way, but I like that about the S1000. And this, it's not, I don't think this is even in the same class. I'll be really honest. It feels like a much cheaper bike. You know, there are things about it that I do like. It's got plenty of power. It's got everything that I've got to be honest, this bike just doesn't click with me in the same way. And I'm really disappointed, because I was really, I think maybe it's like meeting your idol or something, you know. Maybe it's one of those. I'd put too much expectation on the bike. I mean, clearly it's a very capable machine. Handles nicely. It does handle nicely. I can't, you know, can't deny that. Gearbox is, you know, it's pretty smooth, very precise. Did find myself in a false neutral just when I got on the bike first. Maybe they need to do like a premium version. Maybe that's what this is missing. Like maybe they need to do an R version or something, or an S, or call it whatever the fuck they want. You know, stick a letter on the end of it and give us a fancy version that has Brembos. Everyone likes cows. On their dinner plate, all over their cereal. Right, let's not frighten the horse. Let's coast past. Oh no, I can't coast past them because this guy's turning right. Brilliant. Whenever I go past horses on a bike, I just think, what must they think that is coming past them? If I was a horse, it would probably freak me right out, this screaming thing hurtling past me. So yeah, so I'm on my way home now, feeling just a little bit dejected really about that bike. I think my problem definitely was that I had really high expectations. I think Yamaha, what you need to do is do like an R version. So you have put an awful lot of bike, I'll give you that, you put a lot of bike in you know, a good price range. You know, what is it, 10 grand for that bike? You've got the R1 pedigree in that bike, which is great, that's fantastic. But then you've trimmed it with shit. Do a version where you charge an extra grand and you throw Brembos on the wheels and electronic suspension as well, you know. Do that, and then you've got yourself a cracking bike. You've got yourself a cracking bike. But that's a awesome looking bike. It looks obscene, and I love that. Bikes are supposed to be. And also, yeah, I'd really like to say thank you to the bike shop in Faversham for letting me take that bike out, by the way. Yeah, really appreciate it.